Families of people abducted by alleged security operatives in the country now want the matter referred to the International Criminal Court, asking them to intervene on the issue. They also want the Inspector General of Police and the head of the DCI to be held personally culpable for the abductions and deaths of their kin.
That's right. Now, the families and former abductees also say they are now living in fear after receiving death threats and intimidation from security agents. They spoke in the face of the continued abductions, disappearances and murders in the country. We get more from our very own Brenda Wanga.
It was a gathering of victims of abductions and enforced disappearances. Those who were abducted, tortured and released, and those whose kin's bodies have been found after having been abducted. Both sets of people now afraid for their very lives.
On January 5th, 2025 at 6 a.m., I noticed a black Subaru Outback with a number KDP 044J with tinted black windows, black tinted windows, trailing me during my morning run in Kitengela. Alarmed, I sought for help from a security guard at a petrol station along Namanga Road. When I alerted the guard, the vehicle sped off. Initially, I thought this was an isolated incident. However, the exact vehicle continued trailing me throughout Kitengela, making it clear this was a coordinated operation.
I'm a brother to Justice Mutumwa.
Duncan, brother to the now deceased and previously abducted Justice Mutumwa, says he too has been a victim of threats and intimidation as he sought the truth about his brother.
I began receiving numerous threatening calls, including from 07, 14, 029, 334, 434, warning me to stop pursuing the case. The caller warned me that I would also be forcibly disappear. I soon realized I was being followed both on foot and vehicles, often at night, by individuals I strongly suspected they were security officers.
Duncan said the surveillance intensified days before the IG of Police Douglas Kanja and the Director of DCI Mohammed Amin were due to appear in court to brief the courts on his brother's whereabouts. Shortly afterwards, Justice's body was found at the Nairobi funeral home.
His forehead and deep cuts, his eyes had been pierced and his lips were cut. His wrist broke visibly marks indicating they had been tightly bound.
Kanyaga, Kanyaga.
Human rights bodies say these abductions and threats are geared towards silencing those who could provide crucial evidence against the state in the impending suits to be filed against it.
We are tired of security forces being used as instruments of oppression rather than protectors of the people. Every extrajudicial killing, every case of police brutality and every act of state violence must be met with swift legal action.
Those sentiments echoed by ACK's Archbishop Ole Sapit, who now wants the government to move with haste and ensure the safety and security of its citizens.
And it is perturbing to hear the police saying they are not involved and they don't know who is doing it. So ours is to urge them, if it is not the police doing it, let then the police tell us who is doing it, because we can't live in a nation where those who are entrusted with the lives of Kenyans as securing are telling us they don't know what's happening. Every one life lost is a loss not only to the family, a loss to Kenya, and particularly when it is our young people.
The human rights organizations say over 80 people have been abducted since the anti-government demonstrations last year. 29 of these are yet to be found. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV.